Today I want to talk about Crescendo, a musical love story. Now, this is a small town romance between band directors, but before we talk about the book, you need to know a little bit about me. So this is coming from experience. I grew up in a very, very small town in the panhandle of Florida in the middle of the Bible Belt. And it had a lot of what appears in this book: small town drama, small town secrets, and it lends to mystery. I also wanted to be a band director. I loved music when I was in school. I was a leader in my band, and I even got my undergrad in music education. I never actually worked as a music educator. I continue to play instruments in bands. However, I do have the degree. I almost see this as like an alternate timeline. Like, what if I had gone back home and been a band director back home, is kind of the imagery for Crescendo. So back to the book. Do you need to know anything about music to enjoy this? No, it's kind of like a sports romance. You don't have to be a hockey buff to enjoy pucking around. Same deal. You don't have to be have musical prowess or knowledge to enjoy a musical love story. However, this is about Elle Foster is our main character. Now, she has some trauma in her past, and there is an actual content warning for this book on my website if you need that. So just know that it's there for you. But she has like a traumatic backstory, and she's moved around a lot in her childhood. And all she really wants to do is settle down. That's like her life goal. Give her the slow life, move her to the country, let her grow roots, settle, settle down. And so she does that. She gets a degree in music because that's what she wants to teach. She finds a job at Everest in Alabama, which is a small town in the South, and she's expecting all of this like Southern charm and welcoming atmosphere, and she doesn't exactly find that. Instead, she is seen kind of as an outsider. People don't trust her right away. Some of the things that she wears, some of the things that she shops for, the townspeople are just not even aware that this could be a style or that these things even exist. So it's culture shock, and she doesn't really fit in. Eventually, she does find some close friends, and she's working alongside Derek Michaels. Now, Derek is another young band director, and he's pretty handsome. However, they don't get along. He has practices that are very backwards and unwelcoming to her, and she does not hesitate to question him about those practices. Well, what she doesn't know is that they're not his. Instead, they're run by Greg Howard, another director in their district. I'm not going to tell you much more, but there's a reason that Greg has power, and he's very well connected, and he is a misogynist, so he doesn't like Elle. So here is the blurb. She achieved her dreams, so why is everything still this hard? Elle Foster has always aspired to settle down in the country, living slowly, growing roots, and being surrounded by the infamous Southern charm have been her goal since childhood. Now that she's graduated from Penn State's prestigious School of Music, she's ready to make her cozy fantasy a reality. Elle takes a position at the middle school band director for the small Alabama town of Everest, but fitting in there is an uphill battle. Her arrival is met with glares and gossip instead of hospitality. Her local colleagues, led by Greg Howard, refuse to accept her into their ranks. Even Derek, the handsome high school director, seems under the mysterious influence of Greg. Will staying in Everest mean compromising her values, or will she put her career and love on the line to solve the enigma of Greg's authority?